Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for watching. I have on my scarf, I am bundled up. It is actually snowing today. It is so pretty outside, but I'm sitting in my bedroom and we have this massive window in here, so it is really cold even with the heat blaring. But today I'm going to talk to you guys about my hair care routine, my favorite hair products, everything that I use to get my really healthy, shiny hair and have for the past now 2 years. I've really been able to keep my hair just at its best. So everything I'm talking about is gonna be linked in the description bar below for you guys to shop. I also always include makeup, outfit details, nail color, random stuff like that. It's all in the description box under the outfit or makeup and outfit section. So you can also check there. But just know everything I am sharing with you guys is going to be linked below. Go ahead and click the subscribe button if you are new here. I'd love to have you guys join the fam, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm gonna be this person and share, I have good hair genes. I still have to work at keeping my hair healthy, but my hair naturally is very, very shiny. My mom has gray hair now, where it's kind of like a salt and pepper, and her hair is still very shiny. My dad, my brother, we all have really, really good, shiny, thick, long hair. My hair is actually very oily though. It has kind of backed off a little bit since getting pregnant. I fully expect it to probably go back to what it was before. We'll have to just see. I'm not even going to sort of guess what my hair is going to be like after I give birth in a few months, but do know that pregnancy has changed it a little bit, so it is a lot shinier, a lot thicker now, but I do still really have to work at keeping my hair healthy, and so that's why I wanted to share this video. These are the products that I use from, okay, my hair is dirty, it needs to be washed, all through my wash, prep, everything, to, okay, my hair is ready to go, and now I am going to style it. So this isn't hairsprays, this isn't texture sprays, stuff like that, because just like how I don't feel like good makeup makes good skincare makes good skin, I think good hair care really matters. And that is what has made a difference in my hair the past few years. And hairspray at the end of the day is good, but if you have really prepped your hair and given it the best you possibly can from the get-go, then your curls are gonna be a lot better, or your styling is just gonna be a lot better in the long run. So first and foremost, I do wanna talk about shampoo and conditioner. So I had used drugstore shampoo and conditioner basically my entire life. I had a lot of hairdressers that I had used throughout the years that all were please spend a little bit more money on your shampoo and conditioner. It does matter. And in 2019, I actually switched to Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner. And it is the only one that I have used since then until about 6 months ago. I now use 2 of them. And I will talk about my hair wash routine in a second. But shampoo conditioner wise, it actually might have been 2018. I'm gonna put it on the screen. It really might have been 2018, how long I've had my subscription. But this is the only shampoo and conditioner that I really have used religiously for the past few years. And now actually my husband uses this. So I really like Function of Beauty because it's custom to your hair and you can kind of change it throughout the years. So I knew if, when I got pregnant, everything was saying your hair could change. I didn't feel like I needed to have the oil control in my shampoo and conditioner as much. I did leave it in there and it has helped, but you can pick what your texture of your hair is, how thick your hair is, what your goals are. And so for me, just having a custom shampoo and conditioner formula to my hair has been great, but also having the subscription service works. It does seem a little bit more expensive, but I get mine shipped once every 6 months, and it is super, super dirt cheap when you calculate out how much it actually costs per week to use. My husband even uses the shampoo now, only not the conditioner, but just the shampoo, because he has oily hair and he really likes it. But Function of Beauty is just one of those that I really, really enjoy. And as far as hair growth, I have that as an option in my hair profile. And then it is also I think it's sulfate free. So it's a very healthy shampoo and conditioner for your hair. And again, I've been using it for so long. So that is what I use on Sundays when I wash my hair. I wash my hair twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays. It's just what works for me. I have tried to make it once every week and it just does not work. So for me, just knowing those 2 days are the days I'm washing my hair, it's just easier. I only have to style it twice a week because I wash it and style it the same day. It's simple. So I use that shampoo and conditioner on Sunday. On Wednesday when I wash, I use the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Shampoo and Conditioner. So the number 4 and the number 5. I have found that just like with my skincare, my hair as well, My hair actually performs best when I am not using the same products over and over and over again. So I found that my hair kind of got used to Function of Beauty and it wasn't looking as exciting, and you know, it kind of just seemed a little bit dull. And when I switch it up and I use a different shampoo and conditioner, I don't know what it is about just like waking up my scalp, but changing up and using a different shampoo and conditioner on Wednesday really does make a difference. So I use the Olaplex number 4 and number 5, and I absolutely adore this shampoo and conditioner. A tiny amount goes a long way. That is one thing about this formula, is it doesn't like bubble up as much. It's not meant to. So you do need to use a little bit more product from this one when you're actually washing your hair. This one, like the tiniest amount goes such a long way. And I always get questions because it is a little bit more expensive. How long it lasts, that's really just gonna depend how much product you use, like how long your hair is, and also how often you wash your hair. So for me, only using this technically once a week when I wash my hair makes it last a lot longer. But again, I change it up because my hair, when I'm not letting it constantly do the same thing and get the same products over and over again, it is happy. I use dry shampoo, texture spray, hairspray, all that stuff because I style my hair a lot. My hair does hold curl pretty easily, almost like insanely easy now that it is very healthy, and I did chop it off in 2019. No, I chopped it off in, wow, my pregnancy brain is really getting to me today. I will put on this, I think it was 2020 when I chopped off my hair. And ever since then, I've just been really focused on making sure I pay attention to my hair and getting it back to its healthiest place, because using that Revlon One Step dryer, it like, my hair had so much dead dullness to it. It literally stopped growing, and it did not matter what product I used. Like it wasn't working. So on top of making sure my hair is now treated with hair oil and heat protectant and good shampoo and conditioner and nice hot tools that are minimal times a week, I also do use hair masks. So the one hair mask that I have used the longest is the Olaplex number 3. This is probably my 5th or 6th bottle of this stuff. I have used this for 2 or 3 years. I do this on Sundays only. So it says on the back, the directions are a little different. So it says use 1 time per week, or for damaged hair 2 to 3. Apply on damp, towel dried hair. Apply generous amount to the scalp to ends. Leave on for a minimum of 10 minutes. So I actually follow Jen Reed on Instagram, and I heard her hairdresser tell her that she needed to put it on dry hair for about an hour. And when I started doing that, that is when I noticed the biggest difference. So I actually will, on Sunday, I will put it in my hair. I'll pull it completely up. Like, it looks so bad, so greasy. I'll put it up, I'll vacuum, I'll go for a walk. Like when I know I'm not gonna sweat a lot, I'll do something random. I'll edit a video for 1 whole hour. I'll just leave that in my hair, and then I get in the shower, wash and dry it like normal, and it truly does exactly what it says. It like fully bonds your hair back together. It has brought so much life back to my hair. It makes my hair look healthier, feel healthier, accept other products better. And so I've only been doing the like 1 hour method for maybe 6 to 8 months. But before that, I was using it for, you know, like the 10 minutes. Only have 10 minutes to put it on your hair. Don't worry if you're already in the shower, you know, you just dampen your hair, put it on for 10 minutes. It's not a big deal. You don't have to do the 1 hour thing, but only washing my hair twice a week can strategically plan it out where that mask gets used, I put it on for a full hour, and it just makes my hair so shiny, and it just gives it like that extra little bit that it needs to really, really look healthy. This is a newer product, Way Detox Shampoo. I've been using this for roughly 6 months. This is one product that I love, but I don't have a very consistent like use with it. It's one of those things I kind of use when I notice. Like, I actually used it this week because I just noticed that my like scalp was looking a little bit dry just from product buildup. If you use dry shampoo or product in your hair every single day, you definitely need to be detoxing it. And anytime I use this, I notice when I get out of the shower, my roots are so voluminous and huge, and it just looks so good, and my hair looks so clean. So the detox is going to kind of like really strip out and take out any of that excess product. So because of that, I only use this, like I said, like maybe once a month, whenever I just really feel like I need to use it. I wish I used it more, but I often forget because it is in the shower. But I usually do not combine this with any other kind of mask like the Olaplex. So for me, this is more of a Wednesday kind of like, okay, I'm looking at my hair on Wednesday morning going, all right, just finished working out. My hair is sweaty, but my scalp looks a little bit dull. Definitely have some product buildup, so it's time to use the detox. But that one's kind of an on and off. But again, if you use a lot of hair products, you definitely need to be using a detox mask of some kind. Now, the next products that I want to talk about are products that I use when I am out of the shower. So my hair is washed and dry, it is clean. One of these has oil all over it. What did I do? So my hair is clean, it is ready to be styled, but it is still like very, very wet. So I have told you guys before, I had a hairdresser in high school who looked at me and she was like, your hair is gonna fall out if you don't start using a heat protectant. And so I have been religious about heat protectant. Most of the time, heat protectants do want you to add it to wet hair, but it just really depends on the product. I do have one that you can add to damp or dry hair, but I actually think it works better if you add it to dry hair. So these are just my top 3 favorite heat protectants. These are the product that when I get out of the shower, the first thing that goes on my hair is a heat protectant, because what I usually do is I'll get out, put a heat protectant on, and then blow it dry with my Dyson. And I've preached about my Dyson 100 times to you guys about how that thing is very good at like measuring the actual temperature of your hair and making sure it's not putting too much heat to your hair. So that's also gonna be like its own kind of assistant in making sure your hair is not overheated, but I will use a heat protectant, and this is an OG favorite. The Chi 44 Iron Guard. First of all, it smells really, really good. It's just a thermal protection spray. It is paraben free. This bottle lasts such a long time. You need like 2 or 3 sprays and you are good to go. And honestly, I feel like this one is just, it's a good classic heat protectant to your hair. This one has been good to me when I have very oily hair, and definitely one that I recommend if oil is a problem that you have. But now that my hair has kind of backed off a little bit more on the oil now that I am pregnant, I have actually been able to use this, and I adore this because it's actually a heat protectant and an oil mixed in one. So this is the Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. It is a heat protective primer, and it's called the Sublime Pre-Styler for a total transformation for dry to very dry hair. So I only ever spray this, like I'd say from like here down. I don't ever like spray it directly on my root. But again, this is gonna be one that you need like 2 to 3 sprays and you are good to go. What I like is just that this one has an oil to it. So I do notice that, especially now that my hair isn't as oily, when I am blowing it dry, that it does already have a much more natural shine to it, versus this one that I feel like is made for, you know, oily hair. Now, this is a heat protectant that I prefer to use on dry hair. So this is the Oh Crap. I got out and I let my hair air dry. I didn't blow it dry and I forgot to put my heat protectant on. This is what I'm going to use. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Heat Styling Spray for long lasting smoothness. Now, this is so important, what I am about to tell you. Every single time you put heat to your hair, you need to use a heat protectant. So even if you're in between washes, your hair is not wet and you're going to touch up your curls, you're gonna re-straighten a section, you're gonna blow dry something, you need to re-add a heat protectant to your hair because it does make a difference. I've heard that straight from a hairdresser's mouth. I actually heard, I think even Jen Reed, I think her hairdresser said something about it the other day. Like, I have heard that over and over again. Every time you are doing something to your hair, you need to add a heat protectant. So I do like this one because I think it looks a little bit better when used with dry hair. What I really like about this product is it tells you the heat that it will go up to. So this one says it will protect your hair up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, which is super, super high. But this one also smells really good. So throughout the week, when your hair is kind of needing a little bit more life, you know, I kind of want to recurl a couple pieces, I will spray this on my hair just before restyling it. And it really does bring my hair back to life. As far as heat protectant, it allows me to recurl my hair, but it also just smells so good. Now, hair is washed, heat protected, and blown dry. At this point, I usually do go on to style it. Curling iron, straightener, doesn't matter. I have tons of like blog posts or like to know it, product posts with my favorite hot tools. I can definitely do a blog post on my favorite like hot tools, my favorite texture sprays and hairsprays if you guys want me to, but I really feel like since taking my hair care in the wash and style phase a lot more seriously, that it doesn't really matter what hairspray and texture spray I use. Like, I feel like my hair is just so much better already, that stuff is just kind of extra. So that's why I'm not talking about it today, because again, this is more hair care on like how to keep your hair healthy. But as soon as my hair is styled, so today is actually when I'm filming this, Sunday, so I styled my hair today after I washed it, and as soon as I was finished curling it, I put in a hair oil. This is actually the one that I used today. This is the Kerastase Elixir Ultim, I guess is how you say that. So I have these two hair oils that I use. Now, I did not use this hair oil today, or I guess heat protectant as well. If I was to have used this heat protectant when my hair was wet, I don't use these just because I feel like for my oily-ish, dry-ish, kind of in between phase hair right now, that's a little bit too much oil. So I actually, when my hair was wet, used the 44 Iron Guard from Chi. I styled my hair, blew it dry with the Dyson, and then I curled it with a curling iron. And then when I was finished styling, I used this hair oil only on the ends. This is just really gonna add shine. It's gonna help kind of, again, just make your hair not so dry. And I think this is actually what makes your hair look a lot better in between washes, because dry hair, it just looks bad. And dry hair won't take curls as much. And I don't feel like this impacts my ability to, if I have to like recurl my hair in a couple days, like on Tuesday, I don't feel like putting this hair oil in makes that big of a difference. So I either use this one or the one that is literally leaking everywhere. This is too expensive to be leaking. The Olaplex No. 7 Bonding Oil. So I have two of these. The smallest amount with this goes such a long way. Even though it's leaking, I'm like really interested to know what I did to it, but apparently it's a little bit run out, but I've had this for like a year. So you guys can see it lasts for a very long time. So adding in a hair oil again is what has just really made my hair like pushed over the edge to just look so healthy all the time. Okay, so I know that I just threw a lot at you, but again, like back in 2020, I had to completely cut my hair off because I was using all of these products and I'd started really paying attention to my hair care, and I was like, why is my hair not growing? And I realized it was the Revlon One Step Dryer. So when I chopped it off completely, I mean, it was like the shortest it's probably ever been. From there, I have just taken it so serious about my wash routine and making sure that the products that I'm using are good for hair growth and they're good for my oily hair, but they're not stripping it completely. And I put hair oils in and all of that stuff. But heat protectant is probably one of like the most important ones that you could use. And at the end of the day, if you are using heat to your hair and you're not putting a heat protectant in, that's just gonna make such a difference. So that's kind of how I've been able to really achieve just healthy hair the past 2 years. I actually cut it September of 2020. I know it was September, I'll confirm the date, but that's how I've been able to just achieve this like really healthy, shiny hair the past couple years, is just being consistent with my products. So I did want to go ahead and share a little quick Q&A with you guys. I know I've talked a lot in this video, but I asked you guys if you had any questions, so I did want to make sure I answered any of them. So do you take any supplements for hair growth? So actually, yes and no. So back last March, when my husband and I started trying to have a baby, I went to my OB, did my like, you know, initial visit or whatever, and she told me to go ahead and start taking a prenatal. And she was like, you know, and at the end of the day, you're taking a prenatal, it makes your hair and skin beautiful. She was like, I take one and my kids, like I'm done having children. And I remembered back in high school, like if you wanted really, really good, long, thick like hair and your nails to look good, you actually didn't take the hair, skin, and nail pills because those were usually more expensive. You would just go buy a prenatal and take a prenatal. So I'm not like specifically taking anything for my hair, but prenatals make your hair so pretty. You can buy store-bought kinds. I definitely don't recommend my prenatals for just hair growth because mine are expensive. They're the Ritual prenatals. But as far as like supplements, that's it. I do still put collagen in my smoothie from time to time if I can remember, but I kind of have just not been into the smoothie thing lately. Like second trimester, I'm too hungry to waste calories on a smoothie. And so I haven't been as good about that as I probably should be. After I have my son, I will definitely be a lot better about collagen, but of course adding collagen really helps. But as far as that, like no, I don't take any actual supplements, but prenatals are really good for your hair, as said by my doctor, who literally takes them herself and she's done having kids. How often do you get your hair cut and what do you ask for? So I am the absolute worst. I have known my hairdresser forever, so I just chat when I'm there and I really just kind of let her do whatever. I'll go in and basically the goal is just kind of trim off dead ends and then fix my layers. That's really what I ask for. But usually she'll just be like, do you want me to fix your layers? And I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, I've been just chatting away, forgot about it. How often do you get your hair cut? I'm really bad about remembering. I'd say every 10 to 12 weeks, probably should do it a little bit more. But when I was wedding planning and I really, really wanted my hair to grow super fast, super long, every 6 weeks. So that is a true tip. I've been told, my hairdresser years ago, like the first time I actually remember, like I was starting to really get into like styling my own hair, and I was in middle school and I thought I was like cool. I asked my hairdresser about my hair growing long, and she was like, every 6 weeks is really when you should come in and get it trimmed if you want it to grow fast. And so I did that for my wedding, and it sure enough, it did. It made my hair grow super, super fast, but probably every 10 to 12 weeks now. What is your favorite leave-in treatment? Don't hate me for saying this. I actually don't feel like leave-in treatments work well for my hair. I don't like them. I don't like the way they feel. I feel like it's just not good for my hair. They always make my hair look a little bit more oily. So I don't really love those. I don't know. I've never been big on the leave-in treatments. I feel like everything else I use just makes my hair so like shiny and good that I'm like, I don't really need that. If you don't wash every day, how do you keep your hair smelling good? So I do only wash my hair twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays. And actually I think what makes the difference is this. So if I am going to touch up my hair, this smells so good that it does make a difference in my hair, or even the hair oils smell really good. So I do try and put product of some kind in my hair every day, whether it is just like another bit of texture spray to just give my hair a little bit more life, or I put oil in my ends because I notice they're looking a little dry. I feel like those smell really good, so that's kind of what makes a difference, but I also don't go long enough in between washes for my hair to really smell bad. I know that I hear after 7 days is when your hair can kind of start to smell bad. I've never experienced it. So for me, just like washing it twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays, I haven't really experienced like bad smelling hair. Wash and style schedule. I wash and style same day, always. Is your hair color natural? If not, what color do you ask for? I love it. So my hair is natural. I am so sorry. My aunt is a hairdresser, and she's told me, I believe it's like 6RB is the most common, closest to my hair. I think that's the one she told me. But I have like a mixture of like reddish brown in my hair. And I think that's why a lot of people think my hair color is not natural, is because it is like a more darker red that's got like some mixes of brown in there. But no, I was born with this hair color. People always accuse me of lying when I say that. And like literally when I came out, my mom was like, me and my husband both have brown hair. What the heck is this on her head? They actually like thought that once they washed my hair, it would wash off all the fluids and my hair would be brown, and it didn't. And my hair's always been red. So it was a shock to everyone that I was a redhead. But yeah, I have naturally red hair, and I don't put anything in it to make it more vibrant or make it a different color. I'm like terrified of those products. But just like everybody else, like my husband gets a lot more blonde in the summer because he's out in the sun a lot more. So just like, you know, other people, my hair may look a little bit brighter red in the summertime, but I don't actually add anything to change color at all. I'm like terrified of touching it. And then the last question I got a lot was tips for hair growth. So for me, I would just say keep your hair healthy, use the heat protectant, use a good shampoo and conditioner, but you can definitely ask your hairdresser and see what they say about the trimming schedule. But I can definitely speak from personal experience. Like if you want your hair super long for your wedding, get your hair trimmed every 6 weeks. It makes such a difference. It made my hair so long, and it was so, so pretty. And it made it really healthy too. Okay, I chatted way too much in this video. I am so sorry, but I am very passionate about hair care and skincare. So those are like the two things that I could talk about all day. So don't forget, everything I shared is gonna be linked in the description bar below. Tell me if you do want a blog post on my favorite hot tools and hairsprays and texture sprays and stuff like that, but I won't do a video on them. It would just be a blog post. So let me know in the comment section if that's what you want. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys so much, and I hope that I see you in my next video.